Job chapter 38. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Now gird up your loins like a man, and I will ask you, and you instruct me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding, who set its measurements, since you know, or who stretched the line on it? On what were its bases sunk, or who laid its cornerstone, when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Or who enclosed the sea with doors, when bursting forth it went out from the womb? When I made a cloud its garment, and thick darkness its swaddling band, and I placed boundaries on it, and set a bolt and doors, and I said, Thus far you shall come, but no farther, and here shall your proud waves stop. Have you ever in your life commanded the morning and caused the dawn to know its place, that it might take hold on the ends of the earth, and the wicked be shaken out of it? It is changed like clay under the seal, and they stand forth like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld. From the wicked their light is withheld, and the uplifted arm is broken. Have you entered into the springs of the sea, or walked in the recesses of the deep? Have the gates of death been revealed to you, or have you seen the gates of the deep darkness? Or just the gates of deep darkness, sorry. Have you understood the expanse of the earth? Tell me, if you know all this, where is the way to the dwelling of light? And darkness, where is its place, that you may take it to its territory, and that you may discern the paths to its home? You know, for you were born then. And the number of your days is great. Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, or have you seen the storehouses of the hail, which I have reserved for the time of distress, for the day of war and battle? Where is the way that the light is divided, or the east wind scattered on the earth? Who has cleft a channel for the flood, or a way for the thunderbolt, to bring rain on a land without people, on a desert without a man in it, to satisfy the waste and the desolate land, and to make the seeds of grass to sprout? Has the rain a father, or who has begotten the drops of dew, from whose who has begotten the drops of dew, from whose womb has come the ice and the frost of heaven? Who has given it birth? Water becomes hard like stone, and the surface of the deep is imprisoned. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades, or loose the cords of Orion? Can you lead forth a constellation in its season, and guide the bear with her satellites? Do you know the ordinances of heaven? Do you know the ordinances of the heavens, or fix their rule over the earth? Can you lift up your voice to the clouds, so that an abundance of water will cover you? Can you send forth lightning, that they may go and say to you, Here we are? Who has put wisdom in the innermost being, or given understanding to the mind? Who can count the clouds by wisdom, or tip the water jars of the heavens? When the dust hardens into a mass and the clods stick together, can you hunt the prey for the lion, or satisfy the appetite of the young lion? Can you satisfy the appetite of the young lion when they crouch in their dens and lie in wait in their lair? Who prepares for the raven its nourishment, when its young cry to God and wander about without food? God's going to continue. Pretty amazing how he's touched on everything in the living world. It makes me wonder, the first line in chapter 38, then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said. It makes me wonder, all this talk by Elihu of the storm previously, if there was not thunder and lightning and kind of a foreboding atmosphere. Because it says right here, the whirlwind, there must have been a kind of a whirlwind rushing. And God answers him out of the whirlwind. In this one, yeah, God doesn't come down like pretty much most people think is a pre-incarnate Jesus coming to meet with Abraham, Yeshua meeting with him in person, because no one has seen God at any time. God the Father saved the Son. So who is that Abraham met with? Most likely Yeshua. Let's see, then the Lord. Yeshua, who is Yahweh, who is God, of course. So very interesting. Let's pause this here. Or maybe I can just kind of think through it a little bit. Why not? Nobody's watching anyway. It's just for posterity here. Let's see. There was one here that's really interesting. Dr. Jason Lyle. All answers in Genesis ICR, they point to this. It is changed like clay under the seal. It's changed like clay under the seal. The Hebrew for that's translated changed is turned. It is changed like clay under the seal. Conveys the idea that the earth is turned or rotated like a cylindrical seal rolled over soft clay. Such rolling cylinder seals were found in Babylon. The dawn rolls across the earth as it rotates. Yeah, well, that's true what Dr. MacArthur says here. It's an amazing statement that only God could reveal in ancient days. The dawn rolls across the earth as it rotates. Have you ever in your life, verse 12, commanded the morning and caused the dawn to know its place, that it might take hold of the ends of the earth and the wicked be shaken out of it? It is changed like clay under the seal. Rolled clay under the seal, like a rolling, and they stand forth like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld. Let's see. The light of the wicked is darkness, yes, because that's when they do their works. The dawn takes away their opportunity to do the deeds and stops their arm lifted and ready to harm. That was curious. This one, verse 21. You know, for you were born then. Have you understood the expanse of the earth? Where is the way to the dwelling of light? and darkness wears its place, that you may take it to its territory, and that you may discern the passage home. You know, for you were born then, and the number of your days is great. Dr. MacArthur says, was Job around when God created light? Question mark. Curious. Most curious. Well, every word almost you can study, but we're trying to kind of cruise through this. I think I'll rest my case here for the moment. Take the dog out walking. Rippy. He's sleeping there.